Morning, guys. So it is opening morning for spring black bears here in British Columbia in Canada. So I figured to kick off spring black bear season this year, we're going to do another giveaway. We had good success last season. We gave away a custom skinning knife. So we're going to do something along those lines again. We're going to give away some swag, and then we're giving away a brand new Havalon. So this is a Parenta. We're going to give one of these away. It won't be this exact one. It'll be a brand new one. This one here I've kind of used and abused already over the years. But it's probably one of my favorite pieces of my pack. It's super light. It's less than 3 ounces. I want to say it's closer to 2.5 ounces. It comes with interchangeable blades. They all come in their own separate little packages. They're easy to cart around and carry. They're not going to poke holes in your bag. And this thing's fantastic. I can skin with it. I can gut with it. If I can only carry one, this is the one I'll bring with me, just because it takes up no space and it weighs nothing. So this obviously isn't sponsored by Havalon or anything along those lines, but it's just honestly one of my favorite pieces in my pack. So I want to share that with you guys. I'm going to give one of these things away. We're going to run this contest for 2 weeks, and all you got to do, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, leave us a comment, and tag one of your friends, and we'll do this draw in 2 weeks, and we'll get one of you guys one of these, hopefully in time for your spring black bear season, and that way you can get some use out of it. But yeah, it's, like I said, it's opening morning. It's kind of gray and gross right now. It's just before 8 a.m. But hopefully this weather is supposed to break, and hopefully we'll wander out and we'll have some luck and see some sign anyways. I don't think there's much up and about quite yet. But so it's April 1st, so opening day of spring black bear season here in British Columbia. Out and about, kind of scouting around some of the areas where I normally do my early season hunting. Try and stick a little bit lower right now. I know a couple guys down in the valleys have seen some bears up and about in the last couple weeks here. So down in region 2 here where we are, they don't really hibernate too hard, I guess, if you want to call it that. They get up a little bit, move around, go back to sleep. So it's not a true hibernation, kind of like they would further north. Still a little bit early. I don't really expect to see anything, but at the same time I have seen stuff, as early as mid-March in the past. So, but it's just a good excuse to get out, kind of scope the area out, see if there's any signs, see if anything's up and about. I know they have done a bunch of fresh logging in the area that I'm in here, so I was able to drive in probably 3 kilometers more than I normally would have been able to. And it's kind of a love-hate relationship I know hunters have with logging companies. There's ups and downs to it. Try and focus on the bright side of it. And I mean, as long as you're willing to open a dialogue with them, they're generally pretty easy to deal with. I've been in communication with a company that's logging up here, double checked that they'd be done in this area by around the time that I was planning on hunting. And obviously it's opened up some new cut blocks, which maybe won't be as productive this year, but going forward, it's going to provide some good hunting area. I've kind of gotten a lead on whether they're going to deactivate it, gate it, what the case is. They know who I am, and they're okay with me coming up in here and hunting in here. So that's one of the big things is, just talk to them. A lot of the time you can get permission to hunt the areas, and I know guys will, they'll get all up in arms. They'll get bent out of shape about, well, it's public land, it's, public access to crown land, etc., etc. You got to look at it from their point of view. They've got a lot of expensive equipment. They've invested a lot of time and money clearing these areas, getting up here, getting the work done. And really, at the end of the day, it benefits us as hunters to get into some of these areas. And, sure, maybe it opens up a little bit of access to areas that you might have had more to yourself before. But, it's a give and take. Try and work with them. And I've found, from my personal experience, they're generally pretty easy to deal with and pretty fair about it. So, but I'm going to quit talking here. I'm going to start hiking in, and we'll touch base in a little bit, and we'll see what it looks like up in there. And hopefully we'll have something exciting to show later. All right. Scout here. Bone fragments and the claws. almost didn't see this one tucked away into the bushes here. No, it's not fresh. We got mushrooms and fungus growing on it here. But it's also not old enough to be from last fall. So somebody's been up and about since hibernating season. So you can tell by the diameter of the coils that it's not a very big bear. So it probably didn't have quite enough food in it. It had to get up and go looking around for some grub in the middle of the winter. But it just proves that down here they, like I said earlier, they don't necessarily hibernate in the sense of the word that you might be thinking. So it's kind of off the side of this old deactivated FSR here. It's tucked under some leaves. There you go. Keep your eyes open. You never know what you might find. Hey guys, so it's about actually 12:15 now. So I hiked the first spot, ran into a bunch of fresh cat sign, some older cat sign, nothing for fresh bear sign, but same area where I filmed my how to hunt or how to get started in hunting video last year. When I did that last year on opening day, there was about 3.5 feet of snow there. This year there's no snow almost. It's mostly just patchy sections. So just goes to show every year is different. But I think it'll definitely be an earlier start in here than normal. I think last year the first bear I saw in here was the 29th of April. This year I've got a feeling it'll be a little bit earlier than that. But just want to do a quick little PSA here. So I've come across this now. It's probably the third or fourth spot while I've been hiking. And I mean, if you're going to come out into the woods and you're going to, shoot some targets, have some fun, that's fine. Be safe about it. But, take your garbage with you. You come out here because it's, you want to be closer to nature. It's nice. It's quiet. You want to enjoy it. Don't leave it looking like a back alley in downtown. Because, this isn't horrible. This is casings. There's no garbage or anything here. But, some of the spots have got, TVs that have been shot. All sorts of stuff that gets lugged out here. And, you know what? If you take it out, take it back. It takes no effort at all to pick up spent casings, put them in a garbage bag, and you're going to have to fill up at some point anyways, probably on the way home. Dump them in the garbage can at the gas station. It takes no effort at all. So, I don't mean to ramble, but this really irks me. It's just one of those things I've picked up. I don't know how many of this garbage in the woods over the years. I try and bring a garbage bag with me and take a bunch of stuff back out when I come in, but it just seems every time it's like Medusa, right? I pick one up and 6 more pop up. So anyways, there's my rant and my PSA for the day. So don't be a dink. If you come out here and shoot stuff, take it with you. Thanks. Hey guys, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's just after 1:30 in the afternoon, so I've been at this since just after 8. It's only kind of a half day today, but I've got a bunch of other stuff I need to get done, and this was kind of all the time that I could allot for it, but still wanted to get out for opening day and see what was going on in the woods. The logging hasn't really done too much for my spring spots. That's good news. They didn't cut in as far as I normally hike in, and if anything, it made my life a little bit easier. I can get a little bit closer and then hike in from there. So I think the spring season in this particular spot will still be pretty decent. No sign today, but I'm not really surprised by that. That's kind of what I was expecting. But there is less snow up here than I was expecting, so that's good news. So yeah, I got a bunch of different spots I want to try out this year, but I'll definitely be back in here and we'll see what we can make happen. I got a couple decent bears on trail cams over the last couple of years, so hopefully every year they show up again. Every year they're a little bit bigger, so hopefully it all pans out. But I'm going to post a whole bunch more videos as the spring season kind of rolls along here, so we'll do that. As I mentioned earlier, we are doing that Havlon giveaway. So I'm going to give away that Havlon, some swag, probably do that draw in 2 weeks, just to give it a little bit of time to run, but I want to make sure we get it done and rolling during spring bear season here. That's the whole idea of it. And yeah, so stay tuned. We will have some more footage for you soon, and stay safe out there. Have fun. Good luck.